Hello again, fine folks of the internet, and welcome back to Little How Town Plays Demoncrawl. Today we are trying to break the curse of the dodo. We were crabby. It was going really well. Switched over to the dodo. Things are not so good. Quest 4 has been impossible, but we got close. We're still on Spy 2. I think we're sticking with it. Let's head on in to the crawl. So the dry delta, there's no random loot. We get 3 chests at the end of it. This is a fine stage mod for a first level, if you ask me. As long as you can actually, beat it. Okay, cool. So I did my last couple episodes like a back-to-back thing. I thought I wasn't getting any boxes, but here I am getting loot. And while I like doing that, like getting in a rhythm and knocking a couple out, I really kind of like doing this every day right now. So my gut says, just do one a day. There's no rush. You got this. You'll crack this egg eventually. This is satisfied. So we're done. We're making a guess. I have no items. Ooh, we guessed correctly. More money. An item. Junk armor. And sleeping powder, which we don't have a use for, I don't think. Onward we press into the second stage. It is Ash with no mods. I went back and watched that video where we got stuck on this level, and it turns out I just literally didn't see the cells at the bottom that were clickable. I think I've mentioned it in the past that I find the color combination really difficult to see in this one. And that just kind of proves my point, really. Scratched a run over it. A little bit more like tonal balance between the light and dark of clicked and unclicked cells would be okay with me. Let's say that. But we just need to remember, too, to be a little bit more diligent on this stage and not be crazy and think the game is crashing or whatever. One of these, not, so both. Let's see if we can get out of here. 100 mana is fine. I don't really need it right now. Do I? Probably don't. Let's look. We definitely don't need it right now. But that's okay. So last run, or last 3, I guess. I think it was 3 we did in the last video. It was alright. We got hamstrung by, how many we got left? 1, 2, 3. Probably not that one, right? Got a glean out of it. Still have to guess. It's fine. Heal back up and finish the level. Take these and get out of here. I love having a gigantic item pool in a roguish game like this. There's a lot of possibilities for interactions, that kind of thing. But what I've come to realize, we'll go to the shop. 27 gold is nothing to sneeze at. Chests are half as likely to contain omens. A max life for every diamond or chest is okay. Immune to omens until your next mistake? What else do we have going on right now? Mana, stage timer. None of these really do much. I guess we'll take this because I've never had it before. Have I had it before? Pretty sure that's new. And we'll see what we think of it at the end. Grim, at the start of the stage, gain 3 omens. Shit, we should have taken the garlic. I just messed that up. We could have even looked. Let's go. Can't get out of those. Let's see what they do. No strangers. No coins. And then that one. What the actual hell? Well, thank God for gleaning on that one. That was the worst opening I've ever experienced in this game. So what were we talking about? Item variants. high variance in this game, which I like, but it's completely uncontrolled. At least it seems to be. Whereas like it doesn't appear that there are item pools so much. Like, oh, you're gonna find this item in this location in the game. It's just like you can find the item anywhere at any given time. And while, yeah, that's like true random openness as far as like the mixture of items is concerned, boy, is it really, really unmanageable. Like, it definitely pulls out some of the player agency, and I think you saw that on full effect our last run. You may sell items at item shops. Okay. It won't let us sell omens. We know this. No matter how hard I dream for this to be real life, it is not. Gleaning a 4, which may or may not be helpful. It is helpful, slightly. Which is better than not helpful at all, right? One of these, definitely this one. One of those. Let's go up here and do this. So we got rid of one. We got rid of all of the omens. I'm not paying attention at all. Gleaned another 4, which is good. But yeah, something I would absolutely love if I were like to make a change in the game would be to figure out some kind of way to put some of these items into groupings or pools where like you get to a certain stage in the game and you're like, oh, I know that I can find this here or that here. Like, it's more likely. Or maybe this is the only place that you can find certain items in the game. I really like that. And I think it helps mitigate some of the absolute chaos of like this total openness that I think that I'm experiencing in the game. You know, I could be wrong too. It could be that it's just a sense that I'm getting about like open randomness, and it's not actually that way at all. What do you think about that? Absolutely. You gonna go murder some fools? Nice. I'm trying to not die. We're on hard mode quest 4. It could be going better. But we're gleaning 4s, so I mean, what else is there to talk about, really? Alright. Out of the stage and moving on. We have a way gate. We're probably going to sleep on that until we have more money in case we want to use it to try to get to a shop. The veil could one-shot us. I guess we could just put on our armor and not worry about that right now. I don't think the armor gives us any special powers though, does it? No, it'll just save our life. Whatever. Waha, he says. 2 coins? Sure, go fight for me. I got an omen in a chest after having an item that says we're 50% less likely to get omens. No landmarks, I'll be honest, is maybe the most innocuous omen I've ever run across in the game, so that's fine. Not really concerned about that one. Let's pick up all these coins. Let's see. Looks like things are just going to march straight through here. Doesn't appear like we're getting hung up on anything. Yes, I know I took away some of his job. The wee man that we paid money to work for us, but it's fine. Let's just get out of here. This is bad. That'll be a guess. Don't like guessing. Hey, gleaned a 4. He's just murdering people. It's freaking me out. 1, 2. Are we guessing again? 1 here. Has to be this one. Never mind. Thank you, gleaning 4s. 3 monsters left. Has to be here. Here. It's probably this one. I'm doing it for the glean. Okay, we're fine. The glean actually wouldn't help at all. Look, a box of things. Buckshot. Projectiles have 50% chance to pierce. What's a projectile? Do we have any projectiles? Nope, just this omen. Half as likely to contain almonds. Whatever. I'm just reviewing our items. I haven't looked at them in a while. There's only one here, so it is that one. I clicked on the wrong cell. I meant to click on this 5. Oh well, life is hard. We didn't die. We did break our armor. For now, the run continues. Let's get out of here. And hope we find an item that's better than what we've had so far. For 2 to 5, we're definitely lethal. I'm going to go to this waygate and see what happens. The Blight, the Dry Delta. That one's guaranteed 3 chests at the end. It is also the starting level, so let's go there and try to find an item. I'm glad I remembered the name of it. I'll be honest, that is not my strong suit. It's that... I mean, have you ever watched me try to come up with the name of an item in this game? It's the thing that does that thing with the thing. I'm not a man of the nouns. But that's alright. 1, 2... Just keep smashing and destroying. Hey, another box. 8 whole gold. Not half gold, mind you. An unsolvable corner. That's terrible. Are we back down to 1? Yeah, 1 power is fine. So this one, it has to be that one. Cool. And so we have a guess here, and I guess it can only be one of these, so it has to be 3 of these? Which means it's this one? Nope, I'm wrong. 2. Oh, it's this one. Jesus. I completely missed that. Guessing again? We're not dead. We got 3 boxes of gold. A miracle seed. And gold. I am disappointed. Did this for items, not for money. Onto the level that can one-shot us. That will one-shot us no matter what. Let's increase the size of the level. I'm thinking that'll minimize the concentration of monsters, but I'll be honest, I wasn't paying any attention. It might not have done that at all. What we're really doing is using all our items before we die, which I feel is imminent. Complete a stage, gain a soul if you took no damage. That is only 1 soul per stage, so we can't really spam it very well. What is this? An artifact. 1, 2. It's none of these. Okay. Gonna head up the supply side here. Who are you? Add 1 to each of your heirlooms. I do not know. We don't have any, right? We have this 1 slot and there's nothing in it. So I'm assuming that doesn't mean anything to us. Maybe it means everything. Maybe it means the world. Save me, Jack. Alright. Gleaned a 4. That's helpful. Although I'm pretty sure I didn't use the numbers just then. I can heal up once. I mean, if there's a level to not take damage, this is it. Has to be this one. Cool. Thank you, Gleaning, once again for being valuable. Clunk, clunk, clunk. No! Okay, we had a misread. We're just gonna restart. Back to the Delta. I'll tell you what. Much like last time, I felt like we weren't getting any items that were doing anything for us. Again, pooling items is a way, in my opinion, to give enough framework to the game to make it at least feel like every run is potentially winnable if you make the right decisions, even if you don't know necessarily what the right decisions are. That the right decision exists. That's really important to me personally in a roguish game. And if the items are totally random like this, I don't get the sense that, oh, you know, if I just would have made a better decision, this would have gone my way. Twice as much loot until your next mistake. I'm concerned I'm going to get bound up at the end here. I didn't even notice this chest. Well, it was just full of money. It doesn't really matter. So I'm going to play out the rest of this floor before I pop that, so we can start the next level with it, guaranteed, instead of messing that up by having to make a guess right at the end. Although it looks like we won't have to make any guesses. Yeah, we were fine popping it. So let's take all the loot. More than a game of friend? I don't know about that. Seems like the game is a little contentious right now. The game's like, hey, look at all these items I have. Look how many of them don't go together. And I'm all like, what? How is that helpful? Let's do one extra. Like, objects have a 50% chance to explode. Whenever an object blows up, you take a damage. Let's go, because that's a ridiculous stage mod to have after we just used an item that says... Alright, let's go again. What was the stage mod this time? Cannot generate mana from cells. I mean, that's just absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous that that was even a possibility in the game. Let's be real specific about the criticism here. Yeah. Just, again, confirms... How I read recently there were something like 50 different stage mods in the game. And they're all completely random. Like, there's no system to pool them in any significant way. Make tiers out of them. So that they get gradually harder over time. Random corner cells until one is open. That is just all completely fully randomized, so there's no arc to the game at all. In that regard. Oh, we can't buy that item. Revive on death, randomly double your coins or lose them all. I hate this item. I'm not buying it. Wishbone. Sure. We literally have nothing else worthwhile or that we can afford. So yeah, major critique of the game. Yes, it is very nice to have a wide range of possible events in the game, as far as like what can happen on any given run. No, I don't think that a abnormally high or abnormally low win ratio is admirable in any sense. Like, I want to be able to feel like every time I sit down and play, I have a serious chance of winning because I've taken the time to learn about the mechanics of the game. I've taken the time to learn about, you know, what does what, where, and when, and I've, over time, figured out how to situationally respond to what's going on. 1, 2, 4, it's one of these two. Guessing. So we got this glean. That didn't help at all. Great. It's one of those two. It's one of those two. Let's say that one. And we're dead. Alright, fourth chime's the charm, right guys? Treasure found. $7. Who cares? Blood of the Heretic. What? I don't know what the pagan mod is. It doesn't let me know what the pagan mod is. I don't know what transcendent is. They don't let me know what that is. Sure, let's pick this item up. Key unlock the selected stage. Maybe we can just beeline straight to the last stage. Okay. Do we have the omens now? It doesn't appear like we do. So I don't know what that item was. There was no real description about it. I picked it up thinking it was going to do something, and it doesn't appear to have done anything. I'm interested, but the game needs to help me out a little bit there. This has to be this one, right? Yeah. Let's get out of here. Ooh. That could be a Tempest. Hard pass. I think the Curse of the Dodo remains. Apocalyptic contains harbingers of the apocalypse. So I don't have 3 omens. I don't have whatever stage mod it said we were gonna have. So I don't know what that thing did that I picked up. I don't know what Transcendence is, so I don't know how to check whether or not I have Transcendence. Again, it's like, did the developers want me to be able to actually play the game? Shit. That was my mistake. Spawn a scribe. No, we're not going to do that. I know scribing has to do with the heirloom slots, but I honestly don't care. The heirloom slots don't interest me. Hello again. 15 monsters will be added to all their stages. We can't have that. We can afford both of them, so we'll just pay them off and become poorer. It's a negation mechanic, which I find pretty uninteresting. Like, we're gonna artificially inflate the difficulty of the game, forcing you to pay a financial toll at this moment. I don't know. Because the amount of money we have at this point in the run, if you use a magic item, you lose that item. We literally have 1 item. We've spent all of our money paying off people so that bad things won't happen to us. 1, 2, 3. One of these 2. This one. We've got 1 HP. We need to guess. It's 2 of these 3. It's 1 of these 2. We guessed correctly. We gleaned a 4. We're done. So we paid off everybody that needed to get paid off. We're not using that guy. Let's get out of here. $8 is probably not enough, although we only have 1 HP. Let's see what we can buy for $8. We can buy the guild bond. When you spend coins on a stranger, activate the stranger again. Sure. Past 30 turns is worthless. And we can't afford this. So let's buy the one thing we can't afford and go die. What's in the box? $8. Thank God we just went to the store. 1 of these. 2, 3. Sure. We got it. Yeah, I lost my levity. The salt is real. We're not talking about umami right now. We're not talking about nothing savory. Okay, well, we'll leave that to the end and see if we have to guess or not. We do have to guess here, no matter what. There's up to 4 in here. It's only 1 of these 3. It's probably not that one, right? Sure. Alright, we have to guess again. There's at least 1 up here. Alright, let's restart and try one more time. My threshold is at an all-time low at the moment. Hopefully we'll get a single redeeming item that does something. I'm not positive about this, but I mean, we can check the footage, right? Have we gotten a single item that's helped us on these, what is it, the 5 runs that we've attempted now? Triple mana for a bunch of items that we don't have. Maybe we can use that in the future. Is this game, is it possible to play past the 3rd stage? Where I can say things like, in the late game, this might be useful. We're guessing on the 1st floor again. I think this is the 3rd time we've had to guess on the 1st floor out of the first 5 attempts today. So it's 2 of these 3. We've already got 1 of those marked. 2 of these 4. I guess it's wrong. It's 1 of these 2. It's 1 of those 2. We still have 3 left. Wrong again. Wrong again. Alright, one more run. I'm not even going to bother looking at the stage mod this time. Let's just try and play Minesweeper, I guess. Have an item? Nope, sure don't. Just have money that we can't spend yet. So yeah, not going well today. Could we have prevented some of this damage? Yes. Yes, we could have. Could have slowed down and made better decisions along the way. But we didn't. We've died repeatedly to guessing. We have 17. We're going to this shop. There's another shop very soon. I don't know what this key does. It's the only thing we can afford. Let's buy it. Let's play this level and keep moving on. Maybe we'll make it to the third stage this attempt. Yeah, preordained losses are completely and wholly uninteresting to me. And if I start feeling like that's the way this game's difficulty, you know, like how they make... Great. If that's how they choose to make the game difficult, it's just by making certain runs impossible. Like, hey, there's actually no way to get past this without guessing to the point of that being the entire point of the game. I'll probably tune out. But generally, largely speaking, I haven't felt that way about this. I'm sure it's just the day of salt. What is this? No. What a completely worthless thing to find. How many does this one? 7 items, so I can gain a present. I have 1 item. What on earth is that doing? Alright, we didn't die. On to one more floor. We've got $4, so we're going to skip the shop. Onto the quarry, which can one-shot us. Hey, look at that. Guess what? The level can still one-shot us. And as bad as it's been going at the moment, my guess is it will. But, you know, there's also the possibility of it not doing that. We have been lucky in the past. Maybe that's all we need to be lucky. Let's get some money going. Love to get this done before the end of the room. How many was it turns? 100 cells. That's fine. So it's not turn-based. It'll go a little faster probably. One of these two, not this one. So we're guessing in that corner. Let's see if we can solve out the rest of this. I'd only have to guess the one time instead of, you know, 3 or 4 times in a row. Hearts are in the level, so if we don't get one shot with this guess... Hey, look at that. We didn't get one shot with that guess. We didn't get one shot with that guess. It did take 2 guesses to get through the room. Let's do one more level and get 50 coins. And then go to the store. Hopefully it won't kill us. Hello. Legendary items for a whole bunch of money. I mean, we could buy that. Maybe we will. I don't know. It's one of these two, right? So it's not this one. Oops. Are we dead yet? Not quite. So we did make a mistake. That was our fault. It didn't kill us, which is kind of surprising. Let's make some progress here, shall we? Gleaning's got me nothing going on right now. It's not this one. We can solve that out. Going up top. This one. Open a box. Box has surgical saw. Losing a life is not something we can afford to do right now. So, another wholly worthless item. in the early game. Okay.
Oh, kill a fucking A.
I do apologize for kind of tuning out here and being quiet. But I'll be honest. Normally by this point in the video we've made progress of some kind. And we haven't. So here's the deal. If we do happen to make progress on this run, this video is going to take like an hour and a half. And most of it's just going to be losing over and over and spewing salt. So I'm kind of interested in making headway as quickly as we can. So we're guessing, right? It's one of these two. I guessed correctly. We did get an edge, sort of. Still don't have enough to not make another guess. I'm guessing here. Got lucky again. Gleaned a number. Gleaned another number. It's this one and this one. Is that correct? No, it is not. Well, that's going to do it for me today. Let's go back to the main menu. It feels bad, man. This game can be pretty brutal. I talked about a little bit about how I feel about that. It's probably just the dodo, let's be honest. It's probably the dodo. We're going to go back to being the crab, and we're going to see how it goes next time. Until then, be well.